Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I gotta take care of a few things. I got my greenhouse fixed up, so I'm gonna show you guys that. That's one. Two, we're gonna do a little bit of harvest because I need to clean up some of my garden space so I could plant some more things. So we're gonna do a little bit of cleaning up, a little bit of harvest, and I'm hoping that I have enough time to clean out my greenhouse as well because it have a lot of stuff in there and I want to clear that out. I don't know if I have enough time. It is after 6 p.m. I gotta finish with enough time to go and walk my dog and to make some dinner. So we're gonna be having a late dinner. Anyway, I am gonna go grab my gloves and everything. First, I'm going to show you guys the greenhouse and we're going to get started. All right. The mosquitoes are trying to take me away. So I try to spray this on my skin to prevent them from biting me up. It's almost done, y'all. It's closed up. We got to do a little bit more, but it's almost done. Okay, let me turn the camera around so I can walk in there and show you guys. Okay, as you can see right now, the roof panels are back in. We had a little bit of trouble right in the top here because if you notice, you see that space right there, and in order to fix that properly we would have to take all of this off. We would have to take off the front. There's so much that have to come off to fix that. So I don't know how we're gonna do this. My husband was saying we're gonna try to find something to go on top here so that the water will run off. I'm not sure, y'all. I'm not sure because we tried and tried and tried, and this is the best we could have gotten it. Now, the panels that we got was from Amazon. The panels were, it was a little expensive, but not that expensive to find the panels. And this is more like a fiber, a glass, kind of like this can break easily. Okay, well, not easily, let me take that back. It can break easily, but it's more like a glass, and that is more like a hard plastic. So I believe this would hold up better than this, but this is white and this is like a clear. I was trying to find the clear for the top there, but we couldn't find it. We could not find it. We looked, and we couldn't find it. All we was finding was white. So I decided to go with the white to do this because the front panels, we never take the peel off, so the front panels is white also. So what's going on is all the side panels are white, the top is white, and just the sides is the clear glass. So it's kind of like a white and clear glass, but it works. It works. It doesn't look bad or anything. When I step back, I mean, I have it open because it's hot and I don't want the heat to store in there because I have to go in there and clean it. But it works. If you guys like, I can use my Amazon link and put it below this video. Just let me know if you need it for any purpose or reason. But I was very happy to get this done. This side, let's see, you go around, and this side had to change out as well. Now when you buy the panels, you get 4 in a bundle. So I bought 2 bundles because the roof is what I needed to change. So if you notice, I still have 2 clear panels here, but when you look from a distance, I don't know if you can see through the camera, it doesn't really you know, throw things off too much. I wish it could have been better, but it was a challenge to find these panels, so I had to make do with what we was able to find. Anyway, because I didn't want to get rid of my greenhouse. It kind of served me a lot of purpose. At first I thought about just getting rid of it altogether, and then I was like, nah, this greenhouse served me purpose. So yeah, I decided to keep it and make do. Anyway, I'm gonna walk in here so I show you guys what the inside, what's going on in here. So this is the inside. As you can see from the door, I'm standing at the door. This is your door panels right here, and that's the inside. I know I showed you this before, but anyway, see how many things that I just dropped on the ground. This plastic plant pots, we got a whole bunch of stuff is starting to grow in here, so I need to clean it out, and I need to bring back like my little shelving and stuff so I could put my plants or put whatever I want to put. And by the time I get that taken care of, I can probably use my benches over there and put it back in here so I can rest things on, so, and have everything nicely clean up and taken care of. Okay, so I really want to do some planting today. I really want to clean this out as well, but I don't know how much time I got. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get started in my garden first and clean up this bed, plant my stuff, then see how much time I got to do the greenhouse. So we're gonna start over here first. Okay, so what I forgot to mention was over here, this is spinach. All this is spinach. It's all the way on the ground, but it went to seed. So what I'm gonna do, I wanted to allow some of it to go to seed, so I have some seeds, but I also have more spinach coming up right there. So what I'm gonna do is pull this out. Maybe I'll leave one or two, we'll see. I'm not sure whether I want to leave any. As I clean out, I'm gonna know, because I need space to grow other things. Also, let's come over here. Check that out. Now, I do have cauliflower here. I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna harvest the cauliflower, pull this out, clean up some of the purple cabbage, like the leaves that is kind of like looking like it's infested with with these cabbage worms or so. I'm gonna just move that off the ground, kind of like just give it a little swoop of clean, and then I'm gonna replant. I'll probably put a little bit of fertilizer back in the dirt and just replant on it. And maybe off camera, but I'm gonna spray the soil as well to make sure none of the cabbage worms is just sitting in this area and waiting to get to anything else. So I'm not gonna get a chance to go to, you know, go get all that stuff. So I'm gonna just clean up, harvest, clean up, harvest, and then once I'm finished here, we're gonna plant, and I'll let you guys know what I'm planting. So I cleaned up. I got some more cauliflower planted. Okay, just a cauliflower. That's the tag. I got one planted here and one over there. Over here, I put a hot pepper. This is a red ghost hot pepper. See, I'm trying to clean the tag. Red ghost hot pepper. So I put one here. And the reason I put it in the corner there too is because this is going to get big. I noticed the size of the other two that I had planted, so that's why I put this right back here. So I just put that one over there, so it's going to go over this side, and this one here is going to come directly over this side here. So, and my pepper is going to be fine. It's between the thyme, it's between some, what is it, parsley, and I clean up the purple cabbage. All I did was pull out the leaves that was kind of like looking extremely terrible. Hopefully these cabbage thrive in this corner here, but it's been getting eaten a lot lately. I spray it. I normally spray with just Dawn dish soap water and just spray them, and I mean it helps. How well, I don't know. Time is gonna tell, but it helps. Last year it helps a little bit, but I mentioned before that I didn't really get any cabbage in my garden because the bugs always eat it up. But this time I'm trying to stay on top of it with spraying it. So yeah, but over here is doing pretty good. We got some more spinach in this corner here, and you know, I clip on the spinach just a little bit, like when I'm making smoothies or if I'm making like an omelet or something like that, I will clip on spinach. But otherwise, that little bit of spinach just stay in this corner. I have a lot of kale. I do cut a lot of kale because I love kale. Up to yesterday, we ate a lot of kale salad, but whenever I cut kale and a little bit of rainfall, it looks like nothing happened. So that is awesome in that corner. I have more thyme over here. Well, let me tell you this. There's one thing I need to mention before I turn around to my other bed. Over here. So, I know they talk a lot about companion planting because I read a lot about companion planting. I also read a lot about when you put cabbage between certain things, like the worms doesn't bother it and all this kind of stuff. Well, let me tell you. This is a bed of onions, and the onions are doing amazing, by the way. Really, really good. I got onions over here. I have garlic over here. They're very close together. But let me tell you, look at this. And I had to do the same thing. I had to come out here, and this cabbage, see, this cabbage is already formed. Like it's just growing, but the top there got eaten like I don't know what. Let me tell you, the bugs, the cabbage flies and stuff was on this cabbage crazy. I had to come out with the soap water and I spray it, but since I spray it, I see a lot of improvement. It's kind of hard to see like the eggs or anything that is on these leaves, but y'all, I had to spray and spray and spray to help this, because although it's next to the onions, no, that didn't help it. It did not. And I know I read a lot about putting it between onions and thyme and all this stuff, and the cabbage flies will leave it alone. No, it didn't leave it alone. So that in my garden is a lie. In my garden. I don't know about anybody else's. Maybe it works for others, but those cabbage worms, whew, challenging, yo. Anyway, now we're gonna move over here. I also have some more cabbage over here. Now, this one has been doing good, and that's forming too. This one is also forming, but look, see, they've been eating on this a lot, so I had to come out with the same thing and spray. The good thing is that the cabbage that is in here is doing good, so I hope it continues to do good and continues to grow. But the big leaves around it is what's, you know, bad, is what got eat a lot. So I couldn't save that. Anyway, so I have a lot of chard in this bed too. I love Swiss chard, and the rain make this look so good. I haven't cut any on it yet, but I am gonna cut on that soon. Normally when I cut it, I just cut it in and carry it inside and cook it, you know what I mean? So, and then over here, so now I have two spaces. I remember I put some seeds of some sort in these two corners, and I see a little bit of action in this corner. Something is coming up, but over here I don't see anything coming up. So what I want to do, so right here is another pepper. I want to tuck this pepper in right here. Is it a good idea? Don't know, but I am going to tuck it there because I'm fighting for space in the garden. I also have this squash. I forgot the name of this squash, but it's like a yellow squash. It has a funny shape. I forgot the name of it, y'all. But there's two plants in here that I want to put. I want to plant it. I don't know where I'm putting it yet, but first I'm going to plant the pepper, and then we're going to figure out where I'm putting those squash, because you know the squash is going to run a lot. I could put a trellis for it to climb on, but sometimes these squash, although it's one plant, it gets so heavy, and the trellis sometimes make no sense because it starts to spread and go through, you know. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to try to figure out where I'm going to put them, but first I'm going to plant my pepper because time is running out on me, and I really want to start cleaning up my greenhouse. Yeah. I planted the pepper, and I did plant the squash, but let me come around. So, oh, sorry. Okay, so when I try to plant, ooh, I almost fell. When I try to split the squash just now, it kind of like popped the root, like break one of the plants. So I decided to put both plants in there. Like, so maybe one will die and one will stay, but I decided to pop both in this. Now, again, this is going to start running like crazy, but I think I'm going to try to figure out a way and put some sort of trellis right here so that it can actually climb on. This tomato, I believe, is a miniature tomato. I don't think it's gonna get too tall, so I'm gonna keep my eyes on this and this. Space, y'all, space. When you're trying to grow a whole lot of stuff and you don't have enough space in the garden, don't push it. If you don't have the space, don't push it. Right now I'm pushing it, and it's not a good thing when you try to pack a whole bunch of stuff in the garden. But all these stuff I eat. I love all this stuff, so that's why I try to plant all of them. But it's not a good thing to try to pack, you know, the garden space with so many plants. At least I think so. Another gardener might think different. I just think so. Not to pack it up with a whole bunch of stuff. You got to give the produce and stuff space to grow and breed properly, you know, so that you will get a good harvest from your vegetables. When you choke them up, they don't have enough space to grow. So you end up with less than you actually should have been getting, okay? So anyway, that's just my opinion. Just what I experience gardening. Anyway, so now that I've finished this, I'm gonna put a little bit of water on it. I'm not gonna put too much water because the ground is still a little bit wet, and I'm expecting rain. I'm gonna put some water and then I'm gonna start cleaning the greenhouse. Done. Greenhouse cleanup. What I did was try to level the bricks in here and put the rocks in between. I might have to consider putting the rock glue so that the little bricks, the little what do you call it, between there, the, oh god, I forgot what you call it. Anyway, there's bricks. I may have to put the glue on it so that it doesn't move this much, but I don't know if I want to do that because constantly I'm always fixing and moving something, you know. And as you can see, although the flooring is like this, it's not like, it's not done, it's not straight. Like when you look at this, you can see that's not straight. You can but I just did it so I can have a flooring, you know what I mean? I didn't do it with perfection. I don't really care to do it with perfection, not in here, but I wanted it to be a little bit more level. So that's what I did just now. I kind of like raise up some of the bricks, push some more rocks, and kind of level it a little bit. So far it's clean and it's a lot more level. The roof is on. I am happy. Tomorrow I'll probably bring back my cart and stuff in here, but I believe this evening we're gonna get some heavy rain, and I think tomorrow we're gonna get rain as well. I'm not 100. I know we're gonna get rain. I just don't know how much rain. Maybe it fall. Maybe we're gonna get rain when I'm at work. By the time I get home, the rain is finished and I can still come out here. But yeah, this is done. this is my view, except minus that. This is my view when I'm coming out the greenhouse. It looks so lush, so beautiful. I gotta fertilize my roses so that they can, not roses, but the flowers under the four pots, so that I can see some more bloom. I can see some bloom, but I need to see more blooms. Okay, but this is my view. I had to back up a little bit so you don't see the mess on that side. I'm about to clean up that mess, but I'm probably gonna clean it off camera. But I'm glad I got this done. The place is getting a little darker. It's is 7:37 right now, so I spent quite a little bit of time out here. Okay, so it's almost dark out here. The sun is down and I need to get out of here. This is what I did. I actually did this off camera. Now I normally walk this pathway here so I can come back to like this area right here. So I normally walk right here, so I put 2 blocks right there so I can come off of the mulch right there, and then I just put a few blocks right here just facing the entrance of the garden. If you see it from the door, it's not completely straight because these beds wasn't set up like straight in front of the greenhouse, as you can see that. So it's kind of like sideways over, but it's okay. What it does is just from the door, I just wanted to put something there instead of taking the compost into the greenhouse. I washed off, I just take the hose and I wash off the blocks so it looks a little bit more cleaner. And just to give it a little bit of something, I just put a little bit of stuff up here because heat comes in here, the sun is in here, so these stuff are gonna grow. The only thing I gotta remember is to make sure that they're getting water. Now, if they start to wilt or anything in here because maybe the heat might be too much, I'm gonna remove them. But for right now, this is just, although it's edibles, it's just like for a style in here, so it doesn't look so plain. You know I like dressing up everything, so that's the purpose of that. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna get some plants or something because I still gotta bring in my shelf, and I still want in here to look nice, neat, and clean. But this is a start, okay? And facing the door again, that's what you see. So I am loving this here. Yeah, clean, clean, clean. All right, guys. Okay, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Hope you get a chance to do something amazing, something beautiful, and I will catch you all in my next video. I didn't expect to sweat this much. I'm sweating. All right, y'all. Bye.